Hello guys, my name is Soham. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to graph from standard form using a quadratic formula. Okay, so what the quadratic formula is b negative plus or minus the square root symbol by b squared subtract 4ac divided all of that by 2a. And what standard form is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And when you're using a standard form, you want to make sure y equals 0, because that way we can find our two x's. So let's start now. Okay, so first thing, let's actually make up equation. 0 equals 2x squared plus 5x subtract 2x. Okay, now it's negative 5 plus or minus square root by 5 squared subtract 4 times 2 times negative 2. Okay, so then divide all of that by 2 times 2, so negative 5 plus or minus square root by 25 subtract 16, no wait, plus 16, divided all of that by 4. So then that becomes negative 5 plus or minus square root by 41, divided all of that by 4. Okay, so then that becomes negative 5 plus or minus 6.4, divide all of that by 4. So then negative 5 plus 6.4 and negative 5 subtract 6.4 equals 1.4 and 11.4 negative, no. Okay, so now that we know our two x's, we're going to add both of them up and divide by 2. Negative 11.4 plus 1.4 divide by 2. So then that becomes negative 10 divided by 2 equals negative 5. And so that is our vertex. Not our vertex, sorry, our axis of symmetry, negative 5. And so now we can sub negative 5 into the original equation, which will be y equals 2 negative 5 squared times 5 times negative 5 plus subtract 2. And so then that becomes y equals 50 subtract 25 subtract 2. So then y equals 23. So our vertex becomes negative 5 and 23. And our other two values will be 0 and negative 11.4 and 11.4 and negative 11.4 and 0 and 1.4 and 0. Now we have our 3 points. We can graph a parabola now. Let's go. Okay, my y over here, let's put 23 over there, and negative 5 right there, negative 5. So right there itself is our vertex. Now our two different x values, our x-intercepts, negative 11.4 and 1.4. With that we can finish a parabola. There we go. And that's how you graph a parabola from the quadratic formula using... That's how you graph a parabola from the standard form using the quadratic equation. Thank you.